What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Juke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Demon, can I get some story time music? So actually, Demon was hitting me up like, hey bro, do you got some episodes I can edit? So I was out the grocery store and stuff, buying me some taco season and all that, right? When I came across this article on Bossip.com, family. And it says, love TKO. Seemingly single again, Angela Simmons released photos of boxer boyfriend Daniel Jacobs. And I was like, oh my God, sound effect.
Oh my God.
Now, Angela Simmons brought in the new year with a friend in Miami and no boyfriend in sight. And he has not been on her Instagram page, and she has deleted all of their photos. Now, see, Daniel Jacobs, who is, really good fighter, he only has one loss, and that stopped the show. That one loss that he had, in which he got knocked out by that Russian fighter. But anyways, he only has one loss. He's a really good fighter out of New York. And that was kind of her situation of saying like, I got dumped. The other guy didn't want to be with me, like Romeo Miller. But look at me now. I'm a single mom. I date Pookies and Ray Rays, but I'm back. Until you're back single again. Now, here's what's so interesting with Angela Simmons. Angela Simmons comes from a 2-parent household. Family is hip-hop royalty. Has a lot of money. And was 26 supposedly until she was a virgin. Gets with the Pookie and Ray Ray and becomes LaQuisha from the hood. Okay? Now, I have a little bit more, sympathy from the chicks that come out of single-parent households and come from poorer areas, East Oakland or Philadelphia, Southside Chicago. But let's just be honest. There are a lot of sisters out here who are coming from stable families that have money, families that have influence, and they're attractive enough to get with men in their circles, and yet they're still not picking them. So how did Angela Simmons get on the road that she's in today? I can tell you how. Hood rat social programming. That's the only way you can explain this, okay? Angela Simmons grew up seeing a father, having uncles. Your uncle's Russell Simmons, having wealth. But instead of sticking to that, what Angela Simmons did is she got caught up by the social programming of thotting it up, okay? Listening to the feminism of the world and the I can do bad all by myself of the world. So she pretty much took all of the home training that she had out that made her, a woman that was a virgin until 26 and then became for the streets. And now she's where she's at now. Can't keep a man. And see, what we don't want to talk about is how the lower class affects middle and upper class. Let me talk about this. And back in the 80s, I was living in California in the 80s and 90s, in Southern California at the time. And Crips and Bloods were infiltrating, especially in the 70s, 80s, 90s, not only just Southern California, but then certain parts of Northern California, Texas, Louisiana, and places like Arkansas. Now, when it permeated through the lower income communities, let's say in Sacramento, Del Paso Heights, Strawberry Manors, G Parkway, 29th Street, Oak Park, places like that, it wasn't uncommon to understand that, okay, well, guys with no family and no support systems would be more likely to do this. Here's what's the problem. What happened when you started seeing guys that came from the middle class getting involved in that? Guys who were coming out of college getting involved in selling drugs, right? And the reason why was because the hood rat culture and the thug culture influenced the middle and upper class guys who families, some of the toughest gangsters, guys whose families were in the church, who were lawyers, who were doctors. They got involved in it as well because they got sucked in. And what you see right now in Black America is a lot of sisters who do come from those stable backgrounds, but who get sucked in by the feminist culture, by the hood rat culture. A lot of brothers getting sucked in by that culture. And then what ends up happening is you throw away all of the things that make you who you are, and then you become like the person that never had that in the first place. Which is why Angela Simmons can't keep a man. Okay? And now what she tried to do, family, stop the show. She tried to pull a fast one on our boy Romeo Miller. She went out there and tried to thought it up with with the brother that got shot. Had the baby and tried to come back to Romeo Miller and try to have him play stepdaddy. That wasn't working. He was like, "Take music." Oh, hell no. You're going to have to get out of there. And then he gave her the boot. She was mad. She was, "Sad music? Why? He was supposed to be here for me. He was supposed to be here for me no matter how many times I thought it all the way up. He was supposed to be here." No, he wasn't. He was supposed to get rid of your ass, which is what he did. Right? Then she had an interview in which she was talking about how she wanted to go to the white man. And the white man was like, "Country music." "Hey, Angela Simmons, I'll hit that there from the back, booty clapping sounds, please. But as far as taking you down out here to Eastern Texas to the pork pig party, I don't believe I'm gonna be able to do all of that because I just can't. I'm not able to do that. I'm gonna have to go ahead on and hit you on Tinder on a late night tip." So when this idiot, Mr. Boxer guy, Mr. Daniel Jacobs, who has an IQ of 45, because he's been getting knocked in the head all his life, he took a stab at it because, he's just desperate and nobody really, he's a good fighter, but it's not like, Daniel Jacobs is like Floyd Mayweather. So he's trying to get his clout chasing on. And he can't deal with her. The reason is he can't deal with her is because she's not able to be dealt with. That's just what it is. All right. And this is why you have so many beautiful, good-looking ladies in our community that look good. They got nice bodies, pretty, unbearable to be with. You can't deal with them at all because they're just selling all the way up. And it's just unbearable because they have allowed themselves to get tricked into the culture that keeps a lot of our people in the lower class. That's what happens. That's what happens. And unfortunately, when you go that way, what's the point of being rich? Like the thing about the black America is one thing I will notice. When white people have affluence in the lower class of whites, they make sure they stay the hell away from them. That's why they call them the names they call them, call them hillbillies or whatever. And they keep their families away from them. Black people, if you're affluent, and Obsidian Media Network points this out. We're the only group of people that we're very close to our families who are not doing well. And we're close to the culture of people who are not doing well. Because we're kind of backwards in the fact that when we're doing well, we have to fit in. Instead of being like, well, we're elite, upper middle class, well, we're upper class. We don't need to come down to the level of people who are not like that. And then we let that culture dictate to us. Then you end up being Angela Simmons. Give her a round of applause. Well, guys, it's your boy. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remain at an all-time high. Don't forget to call the Patreon. Don't forget the Black Men Proof t-shirts. Guys, thank you so much. Peace out.